Alrighty, moving right along to the coleslaw. I have two 10-ounce bags of just the regular angel hair, nothing else in it, cabbage. And then I have a 16-ounce bag of the tricolor coleslaw mix. And I have about a quarter of an onion, red onion, chopped up. I sliced it really thinly and then I chopped it. And then over here I have about 2 cups of mayo, a couple tablespoons of seasoned rice vinegar. You can also use red wine vinegar. Some salt, that's not salt you see. Some salt, some black pepper, and a little sugar. This will all be to taste. It's going to depend on how wet and saturated do you like your coleslaw. Keep in mind, the vinegar will break that cabbage down. And this looks like a lot of coleslaw, but it won't be a whole lot once it sets up, okay? So keep that in mind. I would start out with like 2 cups of mayo. And then later on, if you need to add a little bit more, mix it. What I do is I mix it in a bowl. And then I add it to my mix just so that there's not clumps of mayonnaise throughout. And you get it. Some people buy the pre-made coleslaw mix. I don't. I just like the flavor of this one better. So go ahead and do that. And I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my mixture mix. And I wanted to let y'all know that the reason why I mixed it in this bowl like this, like I said, is so that I can get the dressing mix and see what the consistency of it is before I add it to the coleslaw. Now, this container is also the container that my coleslaw is going to end up in so that I'm not messing up unnecessary dishes. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to mix this. This is about the consistency you want it. You don't want it too runny because, like I said, that vinegar is going to break it down. And you know the moisture is going to come out of the coleslaw and you don't want it too runny. Okay? Alrighty, so here is the coleslaw. It's going to go in the refrigerator and set up, and I'm going to toss it a couple of times over the next few hours, and then I'll show you along the way. So remember when I told you I was going to come back and show you what it looks like after a few hours? So it's been a couple hours, few hours rather. See how it's already shrunk down, and it's totally coated. I don't like mine really soupy. And it's going to break down even further. But I don't like mine really soupy. And yeah, so there it is. And this is really the only coleslaw I eat. I have another recipe for a different coleslaw, which I will put up in I will do that probably for Memorial Day or something, or before that. And I'll show y'all the recipe to that. It's a very different take on coleslaw. It's really more like a salad. Coleslaw is a salad, but this is totally different than any coleslaw that I've ever had before. But I'll show y'all that. Alrighty. And one last time I'm going to show y'all. See how it's broken down even more. That vinegar breaks this cabbage down. It's still crunchy, but it breaks it down to the point where you have a really nice coat on your dressing. And that's why I said start out with a little bit. If you know you have a good coat on it that first go round, add just a little more, just so you'll have a little. And see how? There. And it's still crunchy. And it's something about that seasoned rice wine vinegar. I like that over the apple cider vinegar, but you can use apple cider vinegar. A lot of people use apple cider vinegar. How I started using that was one day, that was all the vinegar I had, and I didn't feel like going to the store. So that's what I used. But yeah, that's it on the coleslaw. All right.